the California's Urban Podcast. What's in your cup?
So why are you saying you done?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you because like a lot, I'm a victim of urban boredom syndrome, and urban boredom syndrome is like if you go stand in the middle of a black urban neighborhood, like if you go to South Central right now, stand on the corner and look around and see what's going on. It's just a bunch of boredom, urban boredom syndrome. So we're bored to death, you know. We have our priorities mixed up, and when you go back to our people as African Americans, the number one thing that you were required to do, not sing, dance, or do something else in the streets, was get education. Because for hundreds of years, education was denied to us.
Right.
So the education that's denied to us, we can't even take advantage of it. Like, we can't be on the Senate. You know, we can't be in the legislation. You know, right. we can't be in city government if we don't have degrees, if we don't have any of that. I feel myself that I was robbed from that, and I think a majority of African Americans around the country have been too. Victim of circumstance. We just have been given different priorities as opposed to going to get education.
Damn.
We haven't prioritized education, something that our people fought and died for just 100 years ago. If you go back to 1918, we couldn't even go to college.
Damn.
We had to go to our own black college, you know, Fisk, Morehouse, you know, Morris Brown. We had to go to black colleges. That's why they were invented.
Right.
A black college was invented because you couldn't go to a white college.
A regular college.
A regular college.
School. Yeah.
So back in the day, it was high priority and a very high achievement for our ancestors to have degrees and to be educated, because you were actually based and judged on your education.
Right. So, and I get that, man, and I actually feel like that at my core too. But where did we get off track with that? Because I mean, we came up together, man, and when we were 18, 19, education was so far from our minds that I don't even know why I wasn't thinking college.
Right.
I don't know why I wasn't thinking school or whatnot. So what do you think? And not just speaking for me personally, a lot of my friends, like you being my older cousin,
right.
you know. So what do you think got us away from that? You think it was the drugs in the 80s? Because I know the 80s fucked us up, man, pretty bad.
80s did, and then the fast money, like the illusion of the fast money. The illusion of the quick money, hustling, pimping, drugs, gangster stuff that didn't have no real priorities with us. It didn't have no long-lasting effects. It was short-term benefits that didn't manifest into long-term goals.
Yeah.
It was just horrible sabotage. We took a wrong path. Like I was saying, generational. Like, you go back from our generation, our mothers, their mothers and fathers, education was number one.
Yeah.
And then you go even after that, but you know, because if you go after our mother's family, that's damn near slavery.
Right.
Where you couldn't be even taught to read. You know, so we have prioritized like getting money, and you don't even know how to balance a checkbook. You're trying to get money, but you don't know how taxes work. You know, every black child, every urban child should be taught how to balance a checkbook and to maintain a 750 credit score when you're 18.
Right.
Why do we have to learn these things when we mess up? Right. Why do we have to be 36 years old and your credit is shot and you got phone bills and all kind of stuff on your credit report?
Dumb stuff on your credit.
To learn.
Mace, I think every brother and sister has a negative balance with Macys.
Period. I do. I'm saying that to this day. Like, I think mine has expired because like that's how you can be canned. You have it for 15 years and they just say he ain't gonna pay.
We gotta protest Macys because at some point they get us where every time we go to that register, man, with that account.
Well, no, they did something that is very unfortunate. They targeted us because they knew that we wanted to go to Macys and get something flash, glitz, glam, but we didn't have the means to pay for it in the end. So they said, we'll give every nigga on the planet $250. Now, if you got 250 times 13 million, you can make some money. So shit. So that's where we go wrong, man. We always like an experiment to the man, like. That nigga said, man, what do we have to lose to give 13 million niggas $250 for Macys? Like,
the damn clothes is being produced at sweatshops anyway.
The clothes.
It's a win-win.
We get the pants for 15 cents. Hey, you can even tell these niggas that we make it for 15 cents. They don't give a fuck. They still gonna buy it for $140.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
That's just like I said. We our priorities are fucked. So I'm jumping off the train, man. Okay, wait.
Stop. Don't jump off yet.
They tricked me to be a rapper over an attorney. Give me a fucking Macys card. They gave me that fucking Macys card, man. They said 13 million niggas want to rap. Oh my God. They said 13 million niggas want to rap. But how many of them niggas want to go get a degree? Hey, man. That's why I say, man. Fuck. Cousin, that's why I say, like, we was tricked, man. It was a bamboozle. It was like a nasty, and what's even nastier is these young niggas going through it now.
I know, it doesn't change, man.
It does not change.
It doesn't change.